So today is going to be a shorter video, and I wanted to talk about first impressions. So to start, I'll tell you the story of, how dance class has been going. So as you know, I've signed up for dance class a while ago, and I've been going consistently when I can on the weekends. And what I found is kind of interesting. Like, the first time you show up to a group like that, you sort of put this expectation on yourself to socialize with everybody and to make a good first impression. But in reality, it doesn't happen like that. It didn't happen like that for me because I've not done that before. To go up to to join a group that I have never been to, and to introduce myself to everybody. And I know that's what you should do, and that's like the right thing to do. But I don't know, things just didn't work out like that. So what I did instead was, like, I went there. Dance class was over. I chatted a bit with some people, but then, like, after dance class was over, I just immediately went home. And I did that for like the first couple of times that I went. And each time I went, I wanted to have more conversations and to socialize with people, but it just didn't happen. But something that I realized, like, okay, the last time I went to dance class, I actually did stay after, like, I didn't immediately leave, and I did have a little bit of conversation. So what I realized is that sometimes it takes more and more exposure in order to be comfortable with something. Like, it's this social media expectation where, like, you feel the need to immediately be the charismatic social leader in any given situation. So you want to, like, make a good first impression. You want to meet people, remember their names, do all this stuff, and that's great and all. But sometimes it just doesn't happen like that. Especially if you have a more introverted personality type, you are probably not going to do that on your first ever social outing with people that you don't know. Like, it just doesn't make sense that you would be able to do that unless it was already your personality. And if that was your personality, then you wouldn't be struggling with that in the first place. So I think first impressions are overrated. And if you are worried, like, you've entered a group of people, you entered a social group, and you haven't introduced yourself, you don't remember people's names, you've been going there a couple of times, but you still haven't introduced yourself, it's not over. Instead, what you should do is just keep showing up, because the more you show up, the more comfortable you become in that situation. The more comfortable you get around those people, even if you don't talk to them. The more you are around them, the more, like, inherently you begin to relax and be comfortable. And when you're comfortable, that allows you to actually be yourself and to let that part of you come out. How do you think we made friends in school? We just showed up to school because we were forced to, and throughout this prolonged exposure, we eventually probably made friends with somebody around our age. And that's the same thing that when it comes to, like, social, trying to make friends and all that stuff. what are they? Trying to make friends and all that stuff. Just keep showing up around them. Keep exposing yourself to them and being around them and being in that situation around other people. And you will find that you begin to get more comfortable, and that allows you to actually speak your mind and, be human in a sense. So that's it for this video. Just something to keep in mind. First impressions are very overrated. And yeah, they can be important if it's like a person that you have to impress, like you're doing it for a job interview or something. But for the most part, for most normal people, it doesn't matter. So first impressions don't matter as long as you keep showing up and you keep making an effort. People will eventually begin to see that, and you can just feel more comfortable around them, and eventually you'll probably make a few friends along the way. So that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.